Yo, it's Guido coming back at you with some more Baldur's Gate 3. So I thought I'd show this. We'll talk a little bit more about the game as we go, but we're going to start off with me trying to be a little tactical with the combat here for no real reason, because I think I can take these guys down even if I rushed through the door. I'm in the middle of the Githyanki Kreesh or Kresh or whatever it is. Honestly, I don't know how that was supposed to play out. It felt like a kind of, there was a lot of randomness to, in my opinion anyways. I fought some of them, I fought some others, then others wanted to talk, and then a big god, Lick Queen woman showed up, and she got super mad, and apparently if you say the wrong thing to her, she actually just kills your party and you have to start over, which is pretty funny. I avoided that, and I lied to her, which I don't really know how a god didn't know I was lying, but there you go, and I went onto the astral plane through the little weapon thing. If a lot of this is not making sense to you, that's fine. Also, there's spoilers here. The reason I'm explaining it this way, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at times either. They have crafted a very complicated and intricate story into the main quest line with several side quests, or many, that are sort of linked and related. Not necessarily yes, no, maybe so. And then you have the further complication of which companions you're using. They all have side quests or main quests or their quests. It's a lot. So I went to the Underdark, as you saw last time. That I could have finished chapter 1 right there, or act 1 as they call it, and moved on, but I actually backtracked, and now I'm going through the dangerous valley of doom or darkness or death or whatever it is. First stop is the Kresh, which I've seen no doom or darkness or death yet. I assume that's further on. Old monastery, the Githyanki took it over. They're living in the basement. They're down there with their Xbox and their PS4 hanging out. So I go busting down there and then come back to what I was talking to early. Some fought me, some didn't. Some lady tried to kill one of us, trying to get the little tadpoles out of our head. Ended up talking to the boss man, ended up killing the boss man. Then the god lady shows up, and then I lie to her, and then I go to the astral plane. Somehow Lizelle is still with me, at least for the moment. I don't know how that's all going to pan out, but essentially I convinced her that they were lying to her the whole time. I also met, remember the person we created that was our mentor or helper or whatever, the voice in our head, the voice that you hear when there's some description of what's going on, basically the narrator. They've turned it into an actual person. This person has been acting like they're going to help us, like they're on our team, but I don't know. Because the interaction I had with her when I came in was not, let's say it wasn't exactly friendly, because I was sent in there to kill her, which I decided not to, and then we ended up leaving. So I don't know what is going on with all this stuff. It's a lot. That's all I have to say. But what's funny is, right now, I'm here to steal an egg. Normally you can just go over to the neighbor's house and say, hey, neighbor, can I have an egg? I'm out of eggs. Can I have some eggs for my omelet? Well, in this case, you got to steal a Githyanki egg. You don't have to, but I'm going to take it because I want to finish a quest for some trader. Not trader as in, what's the word? Not trader as in bad person, but trader as in trading items. She wants one of the eggs. All right, that's a lot of babbling till we get to here. As you can see, we're in the hatchery, and my characters are positioned as such. So what I had to do, and I'm just checking this out right now because I haven't done it yet. So far I've been able to pretty much just bull rush everything that showed up. Yeah, you can do a little tactical movement on occasion, but this time I decided to be clever. So I had a few invisibility potions. I have a thief that's with me. Got old Asterion is over here. So he's hiding in a shadow. Notice these red spots. So when he's snuck in, these are the shadows he can hide in. If he gets in the red, I think he has less chance of hiding, or it's auto spot. I'm not exactly sure. What is this stuff? Strange gas. We don't want to go into the strange gas. I also brought my character in with an invisibility potion, and I brought Lizelle in with an invisibility potion. But as you can see, she is now seen and in combat right now alone. If I click on her character sheet, you can see she's fighting 2-3 right now. She took a hit. I don't know. She was invisible. She walked right across all this, jumped a couple times, and then I put her right behind this dude, and somehow the guy saw her. I don't know, because I wasn't in turn mode. I was in real-time mode. I think what happened is the invisibility potion wore off because it also wore off of Guido Bland. But you'll notice Guido is very cleverly hiding right here. See how I'm just, he doesn't see me. I'm right. we were very quiet. I like how quiet I was based on how much crap I'm carrying. If we go over to my character sheet, I mean, if I'm not clinking and clanking, I'll tell you what, I am extremely quiet for carrying all this gear. Speaking of that, I am 57 hours into this thing. 57 hours. That's over 2 days of playing this game, and I'm not out of Act 1 yet. So reference the comment I made a few videos ago where I collect everything, I check everything, and I know I missed things. This game is big. There's a lot to it. If you don't have the right character at the right time, or click the right thing, or get the right verbiage come up, I'm trying to think of, you know, whatever it is, character voice choice. Why can't I think of the word? It'll come to me later on. Anyway, if you don't click the right things, you're not going to see everything. That's what's crazy about it. So I have set this up for a more tactical version to be able to try to take some of these guys down quickly. So we have Asterion hiding. We have Lizelle seen. And she's the only one in combat right now. I've also got Shadowheart. She's hanging out back here, about ready to run in. So what I need to do is I need to use my guys that are not in combat right now. So I need to go ahead and use him. And I think it looks like potentially I can just... any of them can jump into combat at any point, which means I can sort of gank anybody else's opportunity, potentially. And it looks like, yes. So I can actually target outside normal range. So maybe I can sneak forward. I don't know. Probably can't move. I can probably shoot. So I'm going to try to shoot that guy, I think, because he doesn't know I'm there. He's slightly outside of normal range. We're going to pick an arrow type to hit him with. So Arrow of Acid will do this. I think I have a bonus. I do have a bonus 2 to acid. So we're going to shoot this guy with the sneak attack right here. And we're going to use the other people who are not in the combat, and then we'll fight the rest of the combat. So that's how we got here. Let's see how this goes. Make sure I've got the acid arrow going on, and we'll try to shoot this dude. Whack. Alright, so now he is in combat with them. Looks like... oh, he gets to go... no, alright, he's going to finish up his turn. So we're going to try to move forward over to here. Now the question is, can I switch to Guido? Looks like I can. Very interesting. All right, so these guys are outside of combat. They're not seen. You can position. There's a lot more ways to do this. Invisibility potions, sneaking. There's other things that make you small, big, whatever. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to try to smash this person. You can see it's 91% chance to hit. Interestingly, I can't use any of my superiority dice on these attacks. I don't really understand why, but that's fine. I can use my normal attacks. Brace ranged. Roll range damage twice and use... okay. So I think we're just going to use regular attack and try to schwack this guy. He's got 41 hit points. Let's do this thing. Oh, he parried it. He just didn't even care. Why am I no longer... not really sure what's happening here, if I'm honest. That's interesting. Why can't I guess it's one of these fellers' turns. Looks like I'm in the combat now. So I guess I got the one action, but I'm not going to get any others. Yeah, look at that. All right, so when it's entwined up here, it means you can use whichever one you want. So he's already gone. Let's go ahead and take Lizelle, because she hasn't attacked yet. Actually, that's not true. Let's go ahead and bring Shadowheart into the fight. Maybe.
Need to keep going.
There we go. Now she's in the fight. All right. Interesting. So if she had acted from where she was, she probably could have done something, but now she's at the end. All right. So I learned something on how the initiative system works. It's very interesting. So let's take Lizelle first. She's going to schwack this person. And we don't get any superiority dice. I don't know why. Maybe I used them earlier today. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. So we can cleave. But that does less damage and hits multiple people. I think we're just lacerate. We'll start them to bleed. Yeah, let's do this. Why not? 80%. All right, schwack this person. Oh, we missed. Can we lacerate again? Or no, we already used it. Let's just attack. There we go. And we are out of attacks. We're down 20 hit points. This is a little power that will heal you. It's a, I don't know what they call it, secondary or additional bonus action. So there's some bonus actions, things you can do in addition to your normal actions. And we're going to end this turn, and that will take it over to Asterion, who actually already attacked. So all he can use is bonus actions. Some of these other things. So let's... He's pretty much done. We're just going to end the turn right there. Basically, the long and short of all that careful tactical planning is we didn't get a whole lot of benefit out of it. Now, one of the problems is obviously that Lozelle got seen when the potion wore off, so I didn't really understand how that was working initially, so I have a better idea. So now, alright, so either one of these two can go. I still don't, do I have, I guess I can. Nope, I don't have enough to do a maneuvering attack. I can do a main hand attack, a rush, or a lacerate. Well, let's try lacerate just for giggles. 55%. This guy's got pretty good armor. He's bleeding. And now we're down to... I'm also bleeding. He got me too. So we'll end that turn, and now it's Shadowheart's turn. So she's going to rush in here. Take her as far as she can go. And... probably heal everybody. Potentially, I forgot. I have used quite a few spells, so I do have a mass healing spell. That should get everybody, so let's do that. Why would I do a counter spell on Shadowheart? That was weird. Not sure what just happened there. Did we not heal? Huh. That was... I have no idea what just happened right there. That's very strange. Alright, let's try this. 50%. This spell, for some reason, is horrible. It almost never works. Let's see if we can get this guy. Live on air. Nope. Missed. Again. 50-60%. And I don't remember the last time I hit with that silly spell. And that looks like the end. So it looks like their turn. They're going to get one person go. Got me with Thunder Wave. I guess I've used all these. I did have a big battle a while ago, so I must have used all the superiority dice. Replenishable, recharge, and short rest. So I did. I used all that stuff. So now I've just got the kind of standard things. Let's just take a standard attack. Maybe we can take down this person. There we go. Close. And I'm 7th level, which means I have 2 attacks now. That's very helpful. There we go. Oh, and I critted. A little bit of overkill. I wonder if this uses an action. I'm not going to find out. I was going to loot that person. There's a trap there, by the way. Surprised it didn't go off as I went by, to be honest. And let's just... Since we don't have anything else to do, we're just going to quickly heal ourselves a little bit. We'll end turn there. Now it's Asterion's turn. Alright, so this is the sneak attack, and I don't know if I have advantage. Looks like I do, so we'll take it. A little bit of acid action there. I have some magic weapon that gives extra... I just blasted my own person into water. Okay, so there's... Oh, man. Friendly fire, my friends. That's not friendly, is it? Oh, man, I should have thought about it. Just blasted my own guy into the water. Alright, that was dumb. That was dumb. Wonder how deep that water is. Can I get out? I have no idea. I don't even know where my guy... What's he doing? Oh, okay. Whoa! Just mortared Asterion. That was some hard... Oh, my gosh. Alright, take that. Give you the sonic backlash. Where's my character? What the... This is getting out of hand. Alright? This is getting way out of hand. Where am I? Oh, I'm down... Why am I in here? How did I get blown into here? Is that what these things are? Okay, that's crazy. All right. I don't know what happened. Oh, I'm burning in the acid. This is going well for me. Perfect. All right. Okay, let's see. Can we get a bow shot on this guy at least? Or maybe this person. 60%. That's good. Let's put some... So I only have a 35 and a 60 on you. Let's hit this person. Maybe. Missed. Ah. Okay. Throw, improvise melee. This is going way worse than I would have liked.
Let's finish this.
And it's why I wanted to bring the characters in, because this is kind of what happens with this game. There's so much stuff, vertical development and ladders and ways, that the AI knows exactly where their guys can go, and you're kind of in the blind a little bit trying to figure out, how do I... This little thing showing where you would run to is helpful, but it doesn't show everything. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I'm going to take these guys on. The problem with this character, with Shadowheart, is her range stuff is extremely limited. So we're going to go to the edge of this and see if we can get a little bit better shot. I can up tier the shot here. I don't think I can do either one of these. I do have a tier 2 version of this. I can try 40%. Let's try it again. I mean, see if we can hit this person finally. 13. Alright, well, we got something out of it. That seems like a min roll, though. You know what she really should have done? I screwed that up. We needed to come over here and help Asterion so he doesn't die. That could be a problem. He may die. And that should be the end of that. Alright, now, let's see if we can get rid of this person. We got 2 attacks to do it. Of course. When you need the hit, man. When you need the hit, this is what happens. We're going to put the hunter's mark on her. And let's do it. There we go. Not quite enough. And no other kinds of attacks left. So we'll end the turn. Okay, good. That missed. But 2 shots. 11. Oh, man. What? Where'd they... Well, that's good news for me, actually. Holy cow, these guys are tougher than I thought. Remember how I said when I started that this was not going to be a problem? That we had this doped? Yikes. Alright, let's try to take this person down. That sorts that one out. And can I can't quite jump. How do I... Not good. I suppose I can get out the old bow and take a shot here. Yeah. Let's give him a little bit of acid along. If I do, perchance hit. Nope. No damage.
Let's end this.
Okay, Shadowheart. So what you got to do here is, it's this little help button. You want to come over here and help this person. So he'll get up. He's got to make saving throws or he'll actually die. You have all kinds of revive scrolls, so it's not a huge problem. +4. Wow, that was special. And we'll see if Lizelle can actually finish this combat. I think there's another guy. There's at least one more hanging out back here somewhere. Back by the hatchery. Oh, oh. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright, stop it. There you go. Stop it. It's a good thing right now that they're all separated, ungrouped, because if they were grouped and you clicked on one of them, they'd all try to get to the same place, walking through acid and traps and everything, like complete bozos. So we're going to click on Lizelle and we'll loot these guys. Got a key, so I don't know what that key goes to. I found a lot. Oh man, look at that. She almost went right over that thing. Acidic surfaces don't affect you and you're resistant to acid. That's useful. How come that didn't say empty? Oh. How did I not take everything? That was odd. You can use the jump Why can't I jumped on top of it earlier. Why? Oh, got to go all the way to the bottom, I guess. Where's the kobold? Oh, he's down in there. All right, so we can jump down. We'll loot this person. Jump across here. Jump across here.
Repositioning.
There you go. We'll hit F5 for a quick save. And then we're going to group. Or actually, what we're going to do is do a short rest.
Better than nothing.
Because we were pretty torn up. Alright. Now I've got to loot this entire place. I know there's another... There's at least one other guard back here. Because I did go back here and somebody yelled at me. And there's the egg. The egg's back here. So I need to go get that. Figure out what else... Yeah, there's some other stuff around in here. So I guess if I put the boots on... These boots are made for walking. Let's see if that actually does the trick here. Here's the acidic surfaces. Don't bother me. So we do that. Let's see what happens. Can I just walk across this? I can. I don't even care. I can go over here. Oh. Yep, that's what that does. It's a gate. Interesting. What's Mr. Kobold Scout got for me here? Nothing. So that was useless. Alright, so I don't know why there's random gates in here, but there is. Also, strange gas doesn't appear to hurt me. Now here's the question. Where is that other person that was over here? Maybe that was it. Yeah, I guess that was it. Go all the way around here. You can jump. This is something you have to do in this game, is sort of figure out ways around. I was in the monastery before I got into here, and it has a lot of vertical development, which is a little bit painful, to be quite honest. Now, I see a trap. Oh, I see. That trap is designed to just put you in a cell. I finally figured out what that was for. The traps.
Fine Githyanki egg, at least on the outside. You can see a vague outline of something within it.
We're taking it. That is a massive egg. Like, that egg is... Where did it go? I just... Not sure how that works, if I'm honest. There's also a lot of situations where little magic items like the boots that she has on will help you out if you're paying attention. But you got to kind of figure it all out. I don't know if this miasma is not affecting me because I'm Githyanki. Why can't I get up here? There we go. There's another trap.
Just as I expected.
Just as she expected. Was it really as you expected? Because I wasn't really expecting it. We need to come over here, so we need to jump down from this vertical. Can you only take damage? There's a place. For some reason I can jump to there and not take damage. Fantastic. Nothing. Oh, don't tell me I came all the way over here for nothing. I came over here for a dragon egg mushroom. Come on. Come on. Investigation. Whoa. Oh, I just... Well, that made it easy, actually. I didn't have to worry about... I walked through another one of the traps right there. That's pretty funny. I don't know. Oh, what's there? Strange gas. So there you go. We got the egg. We're all back together. We're going to have to go into a long rest because we've used all of our powers and whatnot. Interesting game, guys. It's very interesting. There's a lot to do. The relationship stuff, there's a lot written about it. People are doing a million videos on it. It's cringe, man. It is. It really is. I hate to use that word, but it's a very descriptive word for it. It's quite cringe. I've avoided it for the most part. I went down a little bit of it just to see what was going on with Shadowheart, and it's every bit as cringe as you might expect. I mean, cutscene. I don't know. It's not graphic from what I know anyway. I haven't gone very far, and I'm probably I'm not, well, not probably, I'm definitely not that interested in it. It's not prudism or anything like that. It's not being prudish. It's just cringe. It really is. And it's fine, whatever. People want that. I don't know why it was. I don't know why it's so prominent, if I'm honest. Very strange. But I'll try not to mention it anymore. I know I've talked about it a couple times already in a couple videos, so there's really nothing more to say about it. If people like it, great. Let's see if I can get this little notice here. What is this? There's a lot of stuff to read in this game. You could spend hours, and really that's a lot of that's part of why I'm 57 hours in and I haven't even got through Act 1 yet, is trying to read. I don't read every single sentence on someone, but I'll scan and see if there's anything interesting. And there actually is, in a lot of these notes and messages and books, there's little clues about other things in there, and I'm betting there's a lot of hidden content in all these things that will continue to come out. And I'm really looking forward to, if I'm honest, in the near future when the modding community starts working on it, the different modules and things people will come out with. You know, this game is really built around the companions. Yes, you can be a one-off character that you create, but the companions have a lot of stories that are interrelated to the main quest line. And so it's a lot about them. And it also sort of entices you or wants you to play as some of those characters on occasion. Not my thing. I don't really want to play someone's character with their backstory. You know, Lizelle and Shadowheart. They're all cool characters generally. Asterion, Will, the rest of them. You can play as them as your main character, and of course that what that allows the developers to do is to build that story and have all that content pre-built for that person, and it becomes a lot more personal as you're playing that character. I'd rather do the one-off, and that's not as easy, but there's plenty of that. Obviously, whatever your main character is, there's a lot of dialogue and things. That was the thing I was thinking of earlier, dialogue tree, dialogue selections, choices, whatever. So they're trying to balance across that balance beam of, hey, can I just roll my own character and will the main quest make sense to me with helper characters that have really fleshed out backstories, or I can play as one of the helper characters as the main character and still do their story as the main character. It's, as far as all that goes, it's really, really well done. One thing I think I'm going to try on my second playthrough potentially, and I don't know if this is possible, but I need to go talk to Withers and make a henchman or extra character. I don't remember what they call them. I'm wondering if once you get Withers, if you can make your entire party of one-off characters and leave the rest of the pre-built characters out of it. You're going to miss a lot of content. The other possibility is bring one along at a time and kind of do their stuff, then send them back to camp and then go get Will and do his stuff. Some of that you would have to kind of know where those quest lines are, and they also require building on each other. So I don't know how successful that would be, but it would be an interesting quest in and of itself to see how you could kind of manipulate through. I'm assuming you can get through the whole thing with just, if indeed I can make my own 4 characters using the Withers stuff. That would be pretty cool if you could go through the whole thing without it. To some extent, it feels a little bit on rails because everything is more or less pushing you in the main quest line. There is a lot of content that isn't necessarily connected to it, but it really doesn't feel expansive in that I have my own agency. I'm very much the tadpole, the special psionic powers, the whole idea of the Illithid Empire trying to come back. Who is this great evil in the background who's put tadpoles in my head? What are the two forces and factions, or are there more than two? That whole kind of background giant story is really what this is very much about. And I know the other Baldur's Gate were about that stuff too a little bit, but this one feels like you're on that rail. You don't have a whole lot of agency in which way you want to go. You can do it a number of ways, and it does allow some flexibility in decision making and how you want to play. It will cleverly keep you close enough to the rails to keep moving forward, but it doesn't really feel like I am the classic D&D adventurer. You roll up a character and you go find your own fate. Like, your fate is kind of already, you're already on the fate train, my friends. You're headed down to Fate Central on the fate line, and you're in the fate liner train run by the fate line. and you're headed to Destiny Station, dude. That, almost nothing you can do to get yourself out of Destiny Station. Oh, well, not exactly true. You could piss off the Githyanki Lick Queen, and then she could destroy you, and then you don't have to worry about it. So there you go. Maybe I'm wrong about some of those. Like I said, I'm only on Act 1. Perhaps it expands out considerably in Act 2 and 3. I don't really think so. I think this is all about that main storyline, which brings me back to my earlier point of I'm looking forward to some more just sort of open world modules. Hey, go explore this dead city, or go explore this crypt or something. Kind of like modules ideas where you roll your characters up and you go play that particular thing. I think that's going to be really interesting if that modding community builds up and starts building stuff like that, because I think the tools are in this one. The old Neverwinter stuff, they did that quite a bit as well, but this one has, I think, even more powerful tools and rule set and stuff like that, so it's going to be super interesting to see how that works out. Negatives. I'll end with this. I touched on the romance thing. Could do without most of it. The vertical development is very interesting, but can be extremely painful at times, especially on pathfinding. Searching out where the stupid vines are, or the rock I can climb by moving my mouse all over the map and taking the spinning around to look from 82,000 different directions. That's a trade-off. On the one hand, you don't want it to be plainly obvious everywhere you have to go or need to go. On the other hand, it can be extremely painful at times trying to figure out how to get to places. And some of that may be by design. It's not supposed to be easy. You can also find yourself in weird spots. Like, I was in the monastery before I got down here. There was a spot I knew I wanted to get down. I could see down there, but I couldn't figure out how to get there. So I had to jump, and it was like a 10 hit point loss. Now, I had Feather Fall, and I couldn't be bothered. So everyone jumped down, lost a bunch of hit points. And then literally, 15 seconds later, I found the stupid vines. It was like around a corner in a place where it was not obvious from above. So you do have to fight through some of that vertical development in the maps, which also then, unfortunately, makes some very constrained and weird map or view angles. Because if I hit O, I can get a top-down view, which just isn't as pleasant, honestly, as the kind of isometric side view right here with a little bit of angle. But when you get in a constrained spot, the map gets a little funky, and sometimes you're looking at the level above you and you can't even see through. Then you got to zoom in or zoom out, so that can be a little goofy in there as well. But generally, they've done a nice job with the camera angles and things. You can also zoom down in like this, but kind of like World of Tanks, my main game. You get around buildings and other stuff. It's always a struggle for the developers to build a camera that kind of works nice and smooth and doesn't have some janky things going on. Overall, it's not bad. See, there you go. I just saw something. Yeah, that's the part of the roof right there, and it kind of breaks through. Generally, it makes itself invisible, but it can get in the way at times. So, vertical development, good and bad. Camera angle stuff, pathfinding on occasion, walking through traps and crap like that is super annoying. It seems like if it gets seen, and there it is, your party shouldn't walk on top of it. It's like, hey, Lizelle, look at. Oh, never mind, she walked on it. And those are really the only quibbles, to be honest, I have with the game. Pretty awesome overall. All right, so we've been yapping for about 30 minutes, and that should do it. We showed you a little bit of the combat setup. I tried to get a little tactical. It didn't really work out the way I wanted to, but I did learn a few things about how it kind of gets set up. With that, there are quite a few options with that in mind of ways to set up your team and get ready. Generally, my recommendation on that, if you're going to do it, is to ungroup like that right there, which means now that guy works independently, because otherwise, if I pick Lizelle and I move her, the other goofballs follow me. So you can't really sneak Asterion in when he's grouped with everyone, because they're all just stupidly following me. So you gotta watch out for that. Oops, I ungrouped. That's not what I wanted to do. Group all. There we go. So I showed you some of that. Showed you a little bit of turn-based combat. I'm level 7, so it's going pretty quickly. Right now I'm running 2 fighters. Lazelle's only here because of the Get the Yankee thing. I'm going to go grab Gale here pretty quickly once I leave because I like having some of the magic support in there. I've got Shadowheart for the cleric, and I've got Asterion there as well. So like I said, you saw the combat, you saw some of the pluses and negatives, and we stole the world's largest egg, and I don't know where it went. I'm going to have to go talk to Lizelle and ask her what the heck happened. Here's a cool thing I learned before we go.
Looking ahead.
If I go inventory, and I was having a lot of trouble with weight, with my, you can see the weight down here. You can only carry so much, you get encumbered, and then you get slow, and it gets super annoying. You can actually, and this is very nice, you can right-click this, and you can send to camp. Whoop. All right, is that realistic? Not really, but it goes to your traveler's chest in your camp. So if we go to camp like this, and really, it really helps with all the scenario, with the inventory management stuff. Even though I continue to be the, this is like inventory management simulator 101 right here, and all that stuff then goes here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now I'm storing 5 anti-magic flowers in this chest. I need to find some uses for those anti-magic flowers. I believe they probably have some pretty dang good uses. There's old Withers right there. I need to go talk to him. So after I leave, or after I send you guys away, I'm going to go talk to old Withers down here and see how that works, what those characters look like. Are they even the same level as me? I don't know. I'll be back with you and let you know how that goes in another video. Thanks for coming by, guys. That's all I've got from Baldur's Gate Act 1, still finishing up in the Doom Valley of Death and Evil, or whatever the hell it is. See ya. Alright, I went and got the answer. So it's a little bit of both of what I thought. First of all, these are the only hirelings you get. Hopefully there's a mod soon that allows you to build the hireling. But these, and they've got voices and stuff. Also, they're your same level. So I hired the one guy. I guess you can hire all of them. They can stand around in your I may try that. I have extra money. Maybe I will just hire every one of them. Problem is you have to build them. I'm at 7th level and I didn't really know what I was picking. I picked the wizard guy because he was the easiest and I understood the most about the wizard. Some of these classes I haven't messed with, so I'm not sure about what skills to pick and such. I'm assuming you can respec them along the way. So I guess that's kind of half and half. You can run around with a party that's not the regular guys, but they're going to be these special characters. So Slayer, they have little backstories and everything. So you got a gold dwarf, halfling, high elf, tiefling, drow, half orc, Githyanki, wood half elf, human, high half elf, and a Durg. There you go. I answered it. Now, just go on. Go about your day. We'll see you later.